and gentlemen, this is the start of the End the Fed rally, the nationwide End the Fed rally. And we're here in Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out. Genuine applause. I love it. All right. So I want to give a huge shout out to Gary Franchi on RTR.org, who's live streaming, well, Anthony's live streaming this, but it's all being broadcast today on RTR.org. And for those of you that don't know, every other city, there's 20-some cities that are covered right now, and they're all being live streamed. So if you don't want to be on camera, put the mask over your face. If you're hiding from the police, most of you are. All right, so why are we here today? We're here to raise awareness. All right, the bank's obviously closed. We have a few Federal Reserve police officers that are watching us, but other than that, we're not really here to send a message to the Fed itself. Today's about raising awareness to the public, which is why we have, if you look at this gentleman over here, raise your hand, sir. You, the one that just turned around. Hi. Raise your hand, yes. All right, cool. Standing behind him, right behind him is a whole bunch of flyers, and we're going to hand out flyers today during the march. So that's your job. Make sure you grab a stack of flyers. It's one thing to walk through the city and wave signs. It's another to give people something that they can take away with them. So that's part of what today's all about. We're going to march down 6th Street. We're going to turn down Market. We're going to wrap around City Hall, and we're going to raise some help. And we're going to raise some awareness too. So the police are here to help us. Shout out to the police officers. How you guys doing? Honk your hair. They never do what I tell them anyway. All right, I also want to give a huge shout out to Jim, whose truck this is. If you don't know, today's his birthday. All right, so make sure you wish Jim a huge happy birthday. There he is. Thanks for your hard work, brother.
We're going to get you drunk tonight.
Okay. Maybe. Maybe not. He's got to drive this thing home. So. We have an after party afterwards, and that's going to be over at Underground Arts, our location for TMP Live. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys stick around. You have nothing else to do today, right? This is what's the most important thing. So you guys are here. You're dedicated. I appreciate it. So the first person I'd like to bring up, we have comedians, right? We have musicians, we have amazing speakers, and this first guy that I'm going to bring up, who's walking in front of us right now, is you all know him, you all love him, N.A.P.O., my favorite comedian in the whole world. Give it up for him.
Hey, Scary is not Mike's favorite comedian in the whole world. But thank you everyone for gathering here. No, cracks me up. The police, you guys are a lot more dangerous than Occupy Philly, and the police sends a lot of more people out to watch Occupy Philadelphia than you. There's one car over there. You guys all got guns on you, don't you? You guys have guns on you? Well, look, you know, they say that if you want to kill a snake, you need to cut off the head of the snake. Not only are the people that run the Federal Reserve reptilians, they're also the head of the snake. And I find it hilarious that people don't realize that partisan politics and corporations, all that shit, none of it matters without these people propping up banks and printing fucking money out like it's Monopoly. You know, we gotta do something about that. Do you want to do something about that? Yeah! Does anyone have any Molotov cocktails to do anything about that, or at least get that started? No? But look, you gotta follow the money, and the money all ends up here, and it starts here. And for us to get back to living as a community that has a middle class and jobs, and like capitalism in general, like there's fat kids that go to McDonald's every day, but then there's also people waiting for UN grain trucks to show up and hope the rebels don't take away their food. This is stuff that we have to examine on a global level and realize that money and capitalism is not the answer to this shit. Do you agree with that?
Yes!
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Yes!
Are you disappointed that I'm not Alex Jones?
No! What?
No? Alright. Well, look, we're going to have a lot of speakers here for you today. Do you want to hear a joke about my asshole? I can tell you a joke about my asshole in front of the Federal. It's always been one of my dreams to tell an asshole joke in front of the Federal Reserve. Do you want to hear one?
Yeah!
Wow. Alright. I'm not saying you should try to have anal sex with a girl the first time you meet her. Because Ron Paul wouldn't do that. Listen. But I feel like you should prepare her that you're going to have anal sex with her at some point. So what I do this move, I call it the chocolate heartbeat. Gentlemen, listen up. You take your gun off your hip, and then you take your thumb, and you kind of just rub it around her butthole a little bit. It's like a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is just a test. There will be a time in the future when I'm completely bored with your vagina, and then I will return. Alright, well look, let's end the fucking Fed today. I think they're going to close on Monday because of this. as I'm saying, Mike. Because they're having a good day and come out and have some drinks tonight. And if you want to support the Panic Hour with Federal Reserve notes, we take them.
Yeah!
Give it up for ENDTHEFED, ladies and gentlemen. I'm willing to bet a lot of money that was the first and only. Yeah. Give it up one more time for ENDTHEFED.
Yeah!
All right.
Well, I love you to death.